a generation of my time. There is nothing we can do to stop this plague from breaking through.
How's it going, FIFA fans? Welcome to the next episode in Legendary Legends. A couple minutes late, but I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. Quite early today in terms of the stream, 6:30, and that's because I'm streaming the Academy story later on. How is everyone doing? I don't know how many people have found this series at this point. We've got a couple of us watching at the moment. Hey Med, good to have you. Ross Haddon, hello, how are you? Will Reese, hello, hello, hello. Right, let's just jump straight in. This is the stream. This is my chill stream. This is the stream I do before the concentration levels really have to rise. Then again, it is on Legendary with adjusted sliders, so technically it's not an easy series, this. Just to give a quick refresher in case anyone is watching for the first time, it's very simple. We are in an elite league, the Premier League, but it's elite because we have all the best teams throughout Europe that have been added to it. We have got a team of all past legends. Having a good look here, we got Lineker, Pele, Ronaldo, loads of players that are past legends that you can't actually get to play with in the career mode, but of course on PC we're able to have a little bit of a mess around. And the task is simple. All we really want to do is we just want to try and go unbeaten. Now, based on the popularity of this series, to be fair, I thought I didn't really know quite what to think. But the whole intention with it is that we're going to go until we get beaten. That's it. So it might never happen, but the day we do get beaten is when the series will end, because ultimately that was the whole point of it. We want to try and go unbeaten. If we get beaten, then it kind of loses a bit of purpose. But that hopefully won't be anytime soon. That being said, we have got Bayern Munich now, which could pose to be quite difficult for us. But nonetheless, we'll enjoy the series whilst it's running. 1 second. For some reason, my iPad just keeps restarting itself, so I can't keep track. Here we go. So happy days. I'll say a couple of hellos. George Youngday just came to say hello. He's seen me an hour. That's what I think a lot of the guys. How's it going, Saver Path? You are the best. Thank you very much, Ahmed. Appreciate that. Aiden, how's it going, buddy? Patrick, yo, what's up? Not a lot. Pretty chilled. 3:30 here in Australia. Happy days. I got an Australian. Lived over there for a couple of years myself. And Exion Arts. Hello, how are you, bud? Cool. Right, let's just let's do this. It's a little bit different. This is a little bit of a different series for me because I was chatting to my missus earlier, and I was like, unlike the Academy story, like I'm constantly talking about different things that are happening, different players. Whereas this, it's very simple, and I was like, oh, so I can't really just fill it with like any surprises really, apart from just the matches and what are the potential legends we can get. Now this is from a request. Someone asked if we could sign US. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm really sorry, but Eusebio. But the problem with it, I mean, in game his stats are fantastic, but he hasn't got his real face. That's just a pre-generated one, and I don't really like that. It's, you know, it's just like basically that's like just creating a player and then calling it Cristiano Ronaldo. To me, I'm like, I don't really like it. So we probably won't be using him. But I'm pretty happy with the team we got at the moment. And we did say once the January transfer window opens, we can have a look at signing some more of the legends that are at actual teams at the moment. And of course, there are some that are in the free agents. But this, like I say, this is just a bit of chill. It's just about winning the games. So adjusted sliders on Legendary. We've had a couple of difficult games. We've had people like Roberto Carlos who have kind of shone through. Pele's done pretty alright as well. Gary Lineker's kind of coming into the game a little bit. But we haven't, apart from that one scare I think we had against PSG, I think besides that we've done alright. Oh, is that Pele down already? Oh, you know what? This is my own fault. I was doing some testing earlier. I'm going to have to restart this game. I was doing some testing earlier with injuries, with the table, and I had to put all the injury frequency up to 100 to test to see. Basically, I was trying to find out what injuries linked to what. Obviously, they have different codes, and I was trying to figure out what's what. So That's because of my testing earlier. Of course, if you mess around with these settings and you end up putting them... if you end up changing that to 100, it just basically means that you're going to end up getting a ridiculous amount of injuries. So I'll just restart the match. Otherwise, it's not a true reflection. Pretty daft. Right, so Pele won't go down straight away. I'm wearing the wife beater again. It is so hot. Like, seriously, like, in England, we moan all the time about the weather not being good enough. But it's been so hot for so long now. I'm like, you know what? It would be nice just to have a bit of cool weather. And it's only because we don't have aircon. Like, obviously none of the houses in England have aircon because we don't need it. It's freaking so cold. So, yeah, it's a bit like, yeah, we welcome the cold weather sometimes. It's good to have the hot weather, but we do need a break from it as well. As you can see, we got Totti now playing in the team. I brought him in midfield. I thought we could use probably his passing finesse. Oh, brilliant. And his strength. He's quite a tall player. Right. But how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? In pretty good week? Now the World Cup's over. It's it was offside. Now the World Cup's over. It's just waiting for the season, really, isn't it? That's all I'm waiting for. Waiting for early August so I can see the Premier League kick off. Still, there's lots of transfer activity that we're gonna have, I'm sure. As a Chelsea fan, I'm dead excited. I was speaking about it in the last stream, just about what Sarri's gonna do. But I'm looking. I mean, you got to be loving life if you're a Liverpool fan as well. They've been making some cracking signings. Man United? Man United signed anyone huge? I don't think they've signed it. They've made one big signing. Oh, got to be easy. 1-0. Thoughts on Courtois going? Has he actually confirmed he's going? I haven't actually checked out Sky Sports News this morning. Has he actually come out and said, yeah, you know, he's come out and said he probably wants to go back to Spain because he's got his family over there. But I don't know. Has anything been actually confirmed? £40°C. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, thing is, it's only in my office. The thermometer says it's 28 degrees, which is that's roasting in like such a small room. And I'm wearing a freaking mask, so it's like, it's hot. But I'm not acclimatized to it. I guess Greece gets like pretty darn hot anyway, doesn't it? Probably in this, especially this time of the year, must get to at least mid-30s. I've been to Crete before. And it was hot. Not as hot as probably does get. I think it was early 30s it got to. Go on, Lineker. I thought I'd keep the face up for this stream because it's not just about the players. And I thought this would be it's just nice to have a bit of a chat. 2-0. Happy days. Eto'o and Kaká aren't. I'll have a look. And I mean, Eto'o was still in the game, isn't he? So he's not classed as a legend. I'm sure he will, an icon even. I'm sure he will be probably next. Is he retired now, Eto'o? He probably will be in FIFA 19. Take the sock off. Ross is here as always to freaking have a shout at me about the sock I wear on my head. It doesn't even look like a sock. How does this look like a sock? Perlo, again, I don't think he's been brought in for this, for FIFA 18. We'll have a look. I don't know if it's in this squad updates. Because I didn't put this squad update together. I got this from, the squad update was someone that just had, they got access to all the, they just, yeah. Like I said before, on PC, on everyone's game, all the legends are there, but EA just don't allow you to use them. But the person that put this squad together used the ones in the game, but they've also added some of their own, so that they've added David Beckham and things like that. I got it off FIFA Modding Way, which is like a pretty well-known like PC mod place. This is surprisingly really easy, this game. I'm a little bit disappointed actually how little they seem to be pushing. Courtois worth 35 million. You know, I'll be completely honest, like, I didn't like some of the comments Courtois came out the World Cup and said. Like, I know like, he said a few things about Pickford, like, that's not a few things. He was just saying about him, if he was tall he would have made the save. I don't think there was anything in that. But you come out and you start I don't know, you start saying stuff like I should get a contract raise because of how I played at the World Cup. Like, I ain't being funny, but the lad hasn't really shown me too much at Chelsea to make me think he is like the best goalkeeper in the world, or even like top 4. So it's good to be confident, but I don't know, when it comes to like contract and stuff, it's a bit weird, I think, of my opinions to come out and be like, oh yeah, I now deserve to be paid a lot more because I had a decent couple of games at the World Cup, which he did. Don't get me wrong, he had a decent couple of games, but there's been, I would like, for example, Kasper Schmeichel. I would much prefer to have him at Chelsea, because I know he's not the tallest, but he's amazing shot stopper. His reactions are immense. Obviously, Courtois has the height over him all day. How's it going, Michael? Good to have you in the stream. Tippy, you decided to pop along to this stream as well before the academy story. Oh. Donnarumma. You're gonna have to see who's where's Donnarumma? Where's he from? The speculation I saw was Petr Cech. We're apparently looking at re-signing Petr Cech, and also oh, come on, and then Schmeichel as well. So yeah, I don't know who he is. I'll be honest, I don't know who that goalkeeper is. Who's he play for? And then it will probably ring some bells. Oh. Robbins. Oh, I thought that was going in. The Italian. Is the Italian young goalkeeper 93 potential in FIFA? Fair one. 93 potential. We'll check him out after this. I'll have a look at him. I have to apologise for that, because I don't. People often ask me like about players, but I don't, because I mainly follow the Premier League. I know lots of players, but I don't know. There's a lot of players I don't know. The thing is, a good way to know players is by playing Ultimate Team. If you'd have asked me like a couple of years ago, I could have told you so many random players, because obviously in Ultimate Team you get to know everyone. But over here, most of the news we get is just Premier League based, or like Championship and stuff. So it's a little bit more difficult to know who some of these, especially if he plays in Serie A, and he's a young'un. Oh, that was lucky by Miller. 18 years old. Crikey, he's got to be decent if he's got a 90. If EA are going to rate him as a 93 potential. How many of you guys do that? Like, do you I always do it. If I don't know a player in real life and they like, and I want to know about a player, like if they pop up in like a news story or something, I just go straight on like Foothead or like FIFA, and I have a look at what their rating is, and it's so sad, but it gives me like a kind of basis on if they are any good. Because let's be honest, I mean, EA aren't great with their ratings, but the players that have got potential, they will just like over anticipate it massively. I remember Martial, for example, had like in one of the FIFAs, I think he had like a 90 for potential. He might still have something that high, to be fair. AC Milan. The academy story is going to be. This is just going to be shorter stream. Like I said, for this stream, I'm just going to make it chilled. It's just about not losing. So I just want to come on this stream to just have a bit of a chat, really. So people feel free to ask questions. Just have a bit more of an interaction, I think. Otherwise, yeah, it can just look at Pele. He's rapid. Boom. Ah. FIFA 15, Martial. There was the other lad as well, who plays. What's he called? Mbolo. Mbolo. He had an amazing. I don't know what his Totti. I don't know what his rating is. His potential in FIFA 18 is, but Mbolo had like an awesome rating. Tielemans. I don't know. He's still really young, to be fair. That's got to be a penalty. That was silly. We'll have a search for the goalkeeper. I'll keep an eye on his name. Donnarumma. I might recognise him. That was a silly challenge. Right, who's the best? Who's the best penalty taker we got? I'm sure they're all going to be good. We got Blanc. He's left-footed. Matheus. He's good. Totti. We can basically give it to everyone. I reckon we're going to give it to Roberto Carlos. He's earned it. Goalkeeper didn't even move. It would be nice to see EA actually fix that, because I don't know what it is. Like sometimes, I'm sure you guys find it as well. Like sometimes they just won't bother moving, like at all. I just find it weird. Like it's all too often, and it makes them look a bit silly because. Obviously, in real life, the main reason a lot of goalkeepers dive is because you do look like a bit of a plonker if you stood there and the person taking it. It's better. Basically, what I'm saying is it's better to like not save a penalty, but like go for a dive, opposed to be stood there and then the person just like taps it in the corner like a real weak one, because then you just look like you don't know what you're doing. That's just my opinion, anyway. That's what I'd do if I was a goalkeeper. Because then if you make a save and you've done like an absolute amazing dive, people are going to be like, whoa. Let's look at making a sub. We'll bring on, I guess we're going to bring on, George Best is amazing in this game, I found. And I think we go for Vieira as well, for Totti. He's only rated an 83 apparently. That's because I've changed his position from a centre forward to a centre mid. That's what, like, with that video I was talking about, the ratings. It's a load of rubbish because his stats are freaking immense. There's not a chance he's rated that low. Like, if you take the rating as a bearing on how good a player is. Lineker, nice little link up there. Matheus, go on, Henry. Easy. Tielemans only went up to 89. That's still pretty high though. Oh, Henry misses that. Very loyal player, Totti, eh? One-man club. Good tackle. This is a very, very weak Bayern Munich. Like, not in terms of players, but this is just the AI, how they're playing. It's pretty bad. Because I'm like, you know, half-arsing it, really. I won't even lie. I was expecting more, considering the players they've got. Roberto Carlos, definitely my player of the series. Back post. What on earth was that? That was random. How do you take a bearing of the rating? What do you mean, like, how do the bearing, like, in terms of the rating, if in their positions, like if you're comparing the strikers to strikers, the rating, you know, it's good to go off ratings then. Or if you're comparing like a right mid, not necessarily actually right mid, like if you're comparing defenders and things, it's good to use ratings. But just as a whole of how good a player is, because for example, you could have like, let's say you could have a strike. Oh, cheers, ref. You could end up having a striker that is has got amazing passing, got amazing dribbling, got amazing defending, but if he had shocking kind of finishing, he'd have a very low rating. But it doesn't make him a bad player. That's what the rating system for me is. It's silly how the rating system works. Then again, I don't really know how else you would do it. How else could you do it where you could determine The reason I don't like it is because it's just when it comes to Ultimate Team, it's fine in this game because you make your own mind up. But with Ultimate Team, when you see like a player, like for example, you might be like, oh, he's an 87. You're like, oh, he's going to be sick. And he's absolutely shocking. It's because in reality, the stats might only really make for like an 81 midfielder. But he's like a defender or something. So like, for example, what's his name? He plays for Brighton, left mid. He was in form in FIFA. In this FIFA, he was one of the best left mids I used in the Premier League, without a doubt. The informed version of him, and that's because his dribbling was immense. I think he had really good composure, and of course he was rapid. Oh, that was poor. What? He's getting that as a foul? That's a bit tame. I think you're right about that, Tippy. Not really much pace in this team. That was like a pretty like clear-cut chance, I think, for them to score. They didn't even take it. I'm guessing everyone else is absolutely buzzing about the Premier League kicking off as well. Or not just necessarily the Premier League, just the season, wherever you're from. Too easy, that. Poor finish. I can't wait for FIFA 19 as well. I'm just praying there's going to be some good changes to career mode. I just think with the implementation of Champions League, I swear these balls are just, it's like there's a magnet deflecting from the goal. Yeah, with the Champions League, I'm hoping they're just going to up the ante on career mode. But that's probably me just being a little bit ambitious. Very likely. Go on, best. Oh. What FIFA did I start playing FIFA? And my first ever FIFA was, I think it was like 1994. It was back on the Sega Mega Drive. I'm only, I'm 29. But, yeah, it was the old school one, like, where when you scored, it was immense, like, because you could only pass it to, like, just, it was like the same gameplay, I swear, over and over, but the celebrations were immense, because you could press different buttons and it would just flash up, go, 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 and, yeah, and you could have, like, fireworks. It was freaking immense. It was, I loved that FIFA. I think my favourite FIFA, though, I think it's probably going back to, like, is it FIFA 11, when career mode, there's a little bit more to career mode. Because they killed career mode. They actually they had it seems to me they used to have quite a lot of cool stuff in career mode, but then they take it out for something else. They bring something else in. You're like, oh, that's cool, but then they take that away a few seasons more, like a few FIFAs later, and that's just how it ends. That's what I tend to find happen. Right, we're just gonna sim this because of course we don't do cup games. We only do Premier League games. How's it going, Birdie Angel? Sterling had a rating of FIFA 15 of 91. I don't remember that. Stupid Mbappe to the squad. We freaking thrashed him 4-0. Easy. I think if we sim these, we'd win every game. Right, we'll play this game, then we'll call it. You guys feel free, let me know what you actually want from this stream, because like I said, I won't lie, because I don't really know how to make it a little bit more interesting than just playing with these guys. I won't lie to you, because it is, when you're not making signings in career mode, and like with the Academy store, I haven't got like a lot going on. I just see this as like just a bit of chill sesh, you know? Maybe people who watch this can just find out about me a little bit more, and we can just have a bit of a chat about stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We're buying our time until FIFA 19. That's what I think we're all doing. We're all just waiting patiently until FIFA 19 drops, and then we can get buzzing again. And then there will be a load of people coming out hating it. But like one thing, like I have to, Pele's happy. One thing I always think with FIFA now, with FIFA fans, and I'm sure you guys can relate, there's a lot of haters out there when it comes to FIFA fans. There's a lot of guys that are just quite toxic, and they're like, you know, fuck EA, you're a bunch of pricks, nobody likes you, you don't listen, you're a waste of space. And I get it, I totally get it. Like with Ultimate Team, it's like micro purchases and stuff. Like in any game, there's always going to be the hate, because I completely disagree with it as well. It's BS at the end of the day, buying digital stuff that, you know, you can't transfer. It's not like, you know, like the old football books you used to buy. Oh, they were amazing. You know, like when you could buy the Match Attack cards. You know what I mean? Like you could buy the Match Attack cards and the stickers and that, and you could collect the books. FIFA World Cup 98, I remember I had it. And it was class because you buy the packs, and then you trade some of the stickers with your mates, and then you end up having the magazine, but you keep it. Like I kept it for years. Like I only got rid of it probably like maybe like 5 years ago or so. Nah, a bit longer than that. But do you know what I mean? You keep hold of it because you see it as an achievement. The thing with like FIFA and the thing with like games, like these microtransactions, like Ultimate Team for example, you get like Messi and you're like awesome. But the next game, there's like, it's gone. He's gone. Like, he's worth nothing. Like, worth nothing to anyone. So it's like, I think that's why a lot of people, like, get a hate on it. Because you can spend, like, in this FIFA 18, you can spend probably, like, £500 and not get anything on Ultimate Team. And then the next FIFA, there's no bearing. Like, it doesn't make a difference what you had or what you have to start over. And that's what I think, that's why I think a lot of people get hate on it. Because of that. Oh, come on, that was silly. He was offside. So yeah, so I totally get that, and that's the one thing that does bug me. Like I don't hate it because because it's a business. Like no matter how we look at it, a business is there to make money. That's simple as that. Like they're not there just like how can we piss people off. They're just there like how the hell can we make our wallets bigger, because they have shareholders, and that's just life. It sucks, especially in the gaming industry, because I think games are like. They're like the escape from the real world. So you would hope that like a lot of developers would be down to earth guys that are like, you know what, I want to create something fun and I want to make money. Whereas when they get big like EA are, and they do so many games, to them it's just all about money. So they just look at making as much as possible, and they lose that connection with the audience. But all that said, right, there's two football games out there. There's Pro Evolution Soccer, PES, and there's FIFA. Now, I've got nothing against PES, right? And I used to love it. Back when I was like 13, 14. Alright, let's... Are you kidding me? Yeah, it was amazing. I think, yeah, I've mentioned it before, but like PES 2001, 2002, it was so good because there was actually skill. Like FIFA back then was so arcadey. It was, you could, for example, you could score from the halfway line in FIFA. I used to play my uncle at it, and he would split feathers because he'd be like, we'd start it off. I think it was FIFA 2005. I'd start it off, and you could just pass the ball like to your opposing, like your teammate, turn, and you could shoot, and you could bag a goal. And he went mad. He was like effing and blinding, like what the hell is this game? Because that's what FIFA used to be. Like back then, quite a bit. It was so arcadey. The thing is, Pro Evolution Soccer since then, and I played it throughout different years. It's, in my opinion, and now this is my opinion, so obviously I'm not hating on it. I'm just telling my opinion. It's just not good enough. Like it's not good at the mechanics. I don't like the graphics are okay, but they've gone so much for graphics that it loses that fluidity of the game. And it just doesn't feel right. It just the atmosphere, everything. It felt like I'm playing a game. Now FIFA, this is a long story, right? But what I'm getting with this is that all the hate of EA and all the shit they don't do, right? This is a freaking, it's fun. It's a good game. We get to play with our favourite players. They've got, I know they haven't got all the player appearances, for example, but they have a lot. They've got the Premier League rights. They've now got the Champions League rights. They've got the FA Cup. They've got the Carabao Cup. Like, it's the closest thing you're going to get to playing, like, you know, to follow your teams and better be a manager. Yeah, you have like games like Football Manager, right? Which is, again, pretty cool. But if you're like me, Football Manager is great. The only problem is you can't play the games. So if you want a game where you can play the games as well, that's a bit sucky. But for all the crap that maybe EA, go on then, EA pull, there's no one even close to him. And I always love seeing when people, like, even mates, they're like, oh, I'm not buying the next FIFA because it's going to be the same. And then lo and behold, come like the 28th of September, they've got it pre-ordered, and you're like, I swear you said you're going to get it, mate. And they're like, oh yeah, my missus got it for me. And you're like, bullshit. No one's missus is like, babe, you know what? I'm going to go get you FIFA because I just want you to have it, unless they're legends. But I suppose the disappointing thing with PES is there's so much potential for it to be better than FIFA, but it just hasn't got the money. That's it. That's simply that. It just hasn't got the money. And that's what it comes down to, really. So it's almost like fighting a losing battle. Which is a shame. I don't see anyone else really coming up with the goods though. Like, you know, like another game developer. PES 6. When was it? What, 2016 was that? I've definitely played it. I stopped playing it to be honest, I stopped playing it like a lot in 2011, and then I played the demo, and I think every single time like FIFA would like annoy me, I'd be like, you know what, I want to get PES and FIFA, but then I'd play it and I'd be like, oh, frustrating, man. I can't have my kit's licensed team and stuff. I'd be like, oh. But you can have like kit creator and stuff, which is good. Right, we need to start scoring goals here. I like this short corner, eh? Gosh, Michael. Right, let's up the ante here. Sick of not scoring. Let's start playing some football. Or not. Oh, so close. Soft. Oh no, half time. Any teams I support besides Chelsea? I wouldn't say support, because for me I would like support as in like follow, but oh man, that was soft. I like Atletico Madrid. Who else do I like? I'm just trying to think of the different leagues, like Bundesliga. I mean, I like Dortmund, but that was back in the days of Jurgen Klopp, because they played really attractive football, and I love the kit, and they had some like pretty like just good players. So yeah, I think Dortmund probably now more than Atletico Madrid, because it was back in the days when Atletico wasn't as good. They were like the kind of underdogs in a lot of ways. And I just like that they've got a good history with like a lot of Spanish players. A lot of top Spanish players come from Atletico Madrid. That's where they started off their careers. You know, like Fernando Torres, for example. Like, think about things like Falcao, Diego Costa, Sergio Aguero. There's a lot, you know what I mean? There's a lot that have come out of Atletico Madrid. What are the leagues there? League One. Oh, look at Vieira continuing that run. Pace Demon. Oh! What about you? Does anyone else support any different teams? Serie A, to be fair, there's no one in. I like Juventus kit. Can't really say I follow him though. What about Santiago Wanderers? The only reason we picked Santiago Wanderers is because one of the subs, one of the fans of this said check out Santiago Wanderers. I'm pretty sure they did, yeah. Said check out the kit, and we agreed on it. because it looked nice. Oh. You're joking. That was absolutely out of nowhere, that. Yaya Toure. That's such a Yaya Toure goal as well. Maybe you know why I can't do submit in the Europe SBC. Oh, what a finish that was. I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Right, that was crazy. Okay, let's make some more subs. Can George best play striker? Maradona maybe? We'll go for Lineker. Let's just bring on Maradona in the middle. And Gillett as well. Drastic measures here. Oh, Roberto. De Bruyne. Go on, keep that. Larson. Why would you track offside, Pele? Ref, he was being pulled back there. Loaning players in career mode, yeah, I would. If you're gonna loan players, make sure you loan out players that have got, I would say, that you're not going to play. If you're going to play the players, then don't loan them out. Do you know what I mean? It's only if you know you're not going to use those players in career mode, and they will be sat on the bench or whatever, or not play too much. Definitely loan them out. But again, make sure you loan them. Oh, that was shocking. Make sure you loan them out to teams that you know. I always like to go in the same league, so you know you can come up against them. It's quite good. But yeah, if you're going to play the player, like, and you're just choosing it because you want them to grow more and you think loan them out will get them to grow more, nah. If you're going to play them, if you want to play them and you want them to grow, then do that. If you don't intend on playing them at all, then definitely loan them out because they get a lot more experience out on. Oh, for God's sake, this is ridiculous. Thank you. Come on, Lineker. How on earth can you just stick to a player like that, mate? I'm sorry, bro, but you can't do that. Oh, we're going to lose. I know we are. Don't commit. Oh, my days. At least... Look at that deflection. Offside, lucky. What the hell's that, man? That was such an easy pass. Come on. Simple passes, lads. I'm making an absolute meal of this. Ah, this is the same thing I was moaning about the other day. It's like we're playing with no stamina. That didn't even go in, dude. How did that not go in? We're not. I know. I can't get near him to even make the tackles. I should have seen him come in. This is so frustrating when you have games like this, because I'm trying to just find the out. He's gonna get caught up with. Do you see how much he was stuck to him then? He's got no pace. Where are we going to go? We're all out attack. Come on, Gillett. Alright, we're going to have to try and drag the defense. Wrong. Got too close to him. Right, well, it looks like this series is gonna... I said when we lose, I genuinely didn't expect to lose against Man City. I've beaten them so many times in this game. Go on then. Oh! Don't touch that! You... Oh, we get the corner. I was dragging back the triggers. Gill it. Ah, Bravo making a great save. Right, Schmeichel's up. Bravo again. That was a... What the hell is he doing? Oh my god. At least we get a corner. Right, aim for Schmeichel. Oh, Ferdinand, don't be offside. Yeah! And the series can continue. Oh, man. Absolute fluke. Look at that. Ferdinand's there. And we live to fight another day. You know what? We might even win this. I'm going to push for it. As he just gets dispossessed. Okay, happy days. I thought that was it based on how we were doing. But we've managed to keep him fighting. So we're still unbeaten. A lot more difficult game than I thought. Ferdinand gets man of the match. That was difficult. They played well. They actually had shots, which is good. Goal of the series. Right, guys. Happy days. Who we got up next? Oh, we disconnected apparently. We've got Juventus, Chelsea, Tottenham. We're just going to play it by ear. Like I say, for this now at this point, for this series, where there's no expectation, guys, we're just going to have fun with it. We're just going to keep on going. And like I said, I'll just be completely honest. I like to keep things really interesting and exciting, but it's difficult. I thought this would be like a real awesome series to see like all the legends, but the reality of it is, outside of the games and stuff, there's not a lot we can look at. We can have a look at stats and stuff. So maybe an under anticipation on my end, really, how much we can do with it. But I want to make sure my content's entertaining. So we're just going to keep playing this by ear. I'm going to keep just doing streams here and there until we get knocked out. It will happen eventually. We might only make it another stream or two until we actually lose a game. But it will just be a little bit of time, maybe for you guys to just ask questions. We can have a bit of a chat and a bit of chill zone, you know? Nothing wrong with a bit of chill zone. Anyway, guys, I'm going to see you in 10 minutes or so for the Academy story, hopefully. Thanks a lot for watching. If you did like it, if you could give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you, very, very soon. Take it easy, guys.